Hello, and welcome to our last episode of Wildcat News for this school year. I'm Laura.
And I'm Carolyn. Recently, the class of 2017 received their high school diplomas. Here's Emily Ames with more details.
The recently graduated seniors are excited about their future plans and have a lot to say about their experiences at West Bridgewater. Reflecting on their high school career, they believe that senior year is the most enjoyable because of the growing bonds between the classmates.
My favorite year of high school is definitely senior year. I think that everyone in the grade just really got a lot closer, and we were able to do a lot of fun things, and obviously senior privileges and getting to be the oldest in the school is really fun.
My favorite year of high school has definitely been my senior year. I've found a lot about myself and my friends, and I made new relationships with people that I wasn't so close with throughout my high school year, and I just had a great senior year.
We had a great senior class this year, so we were able to try different things with them, such as the ropes course, and the students seemed to enjoy that, so that was fun.
The graduates of 2017 are looking forward to this new chapter in their life and their future endeavors.
I'm very excited. I'll be attending Curry College in the fall, and I'll be living there, and I'm just excited to pursue my future.
These graduates highly recommend making the most of these 4 years while staying on top of schoolwork.
Definitely do college tours. I didn't do many, and I struggled towards the end when I wanted to apply. So definitely go out, look at colleges, find out what you want in your school and what you want for a major.
Overall, graduates say that the school's curriculum has mostly prepared them for the real world.
I think that the school does a great job following the curriculum, but also making sure that the assignments and whatnot are rigorous, so when the students do go off to college, they'll be prepared and they'll know what to expect.
Senior advisor, Ms. Silva, couldn't stress enough the importance of balancing schoolwork and social life.
I would say that it's important for seniors to maintain a balance in college if they are attending college between their academics and social life, because it can be easy to sort of drift away from your academics, so to definitely stay on top of that.
In all, the students have acquired the necessary knowledge to succeed in this new and exciting chapter in their life. We wish them the best of luck.
Thanks, Emily. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
At the end of the year, students have to start preparing for the final exams. Here's Paul Alfieri with more about how students prepare themselves for finals and how teachers think students should prepare for exams.
With finals week approaching, teachers have started preparing their students for finals. Here's Mrs. Longo explaining how she prepares her students for finals.
In my class, the way I have them prepare is just by going back to every other test that we've taken and look at the information that is, going to be on the final itself.
Students prepare for finals by using study guides, Quizlets, and other study tools.
I study 2 weeks prior to the final with note cards, and I use Quizlet, so.
I usually just kind of study with my books. I'll review things maybe a couple days before it, but I don't really take too much time to study.
Mrs. Graziano comments on some students' study habits.
I have one review day. Kids think they're going to learn everything they've learned from January to June in in 80 minutes, and I just know that's not true, and I tell them.
I usually use the study guides that the teachers give to us, and I stay after school if I'm really having a really hard time with a certain subject.
Mrs. Daly thinks the students at WB are more stressed during finals week, but she thinks the students can handle it.
I think naturally when you're taking a big test, the stress level increases. It's a lot of material to remember, especially with 8 exams.
I think the stress is a normal amount because I'm more excited to go home and enjoy summer.
I always find that those that need to stress don't, and those that do stress, really, it's unnecessary.
Students and teachers alike at WB think students should start studying at least a week before exams.
Yeah, I feel like you do, because technically you know finals are going to happen now, since you started like high school, like you know finals are going to happen since you've already done like midterms, so like you technically have like a whole semester to prepare for them.
Probably about a week out or so, I'd say is ideal. Trying to cram last minute tends to add to the stress. So I think maybe even starting the last week of classes to review material and slowly chip away at the overall studying process is a good plan.
Students have mixed feelings on how teachers prepare them for finals.
Yeah, they definitely help by making the study guides and making sure everybody understands what we learned in the previous months.
Definitely not, because they gave us a study guide a little bit before the final, so I think that's kind of frustrating.
I feel like we should be starting reviewing for finals like at least 2 weeks before that we start finals. Sometimes I feel like there isn't enough time.
With finals fast approaching, many students at West Bridgewater are preparing for the week to come.
Thanks, Paul. Students can now be a little more aware on how their peers review for the finals and how they should study for finals.
Around the end of the year, students and guidance get ready for scheduling with creating and changing. Here's Nolan with more about it.
Near the end of the year, students get to pick which classes they want. This could be overwhelming for some students, so let's take a closer look at the feelings of students and guidance.
I have my mind set on what I want to do, so it's pretty easy for me to know what classes I'd like to choose in the future. I don't know if I should be taking AP or CP, or there's just so much to choose from.
Both students and guidance have their own feelings on scheduling.
I think this is good timing because the goal is to really get all of the schedules in place by the end of the school year. That way, when you leave for the summer and when the teachers leave for the summer, everybody knows where they stand and you're set for the fall. So I think the timing's good.
It's kind of overwhelming by having so many different options, but I like the freedom.
I think it's better than how it was in middle school where you had to take certain classes.
I feel pretty confident about it. I get a freedom to choose what I want to do best, and it's a good opportunity for me to see my strengths and weaknesses.
With so many choices comes concerns and changes.
I don't know if I can give you an exact number, but I mean everybody's striving to have the perfect schedule, so students will come in and try and tweak their schedules, and they may get an elective that they don't necessarily want, and they'll come in and try to make a change. So we do make a lot of schedule changes because everybody, like I said, everybody's striving to have that perfect schedule. Doesn't always happen, but in most cases I think students are happy overall with the schedules.
My main concern is if I'm going to be challenged or if it's going to be too easy.
Probably that I won't get enough credits to graduate, and then I'll be the only senior who has to stay back.
Different levels of classes can be chosen by the student and changed by the teachers.
So the current teacher makes the recommendation based on student grades, work habits, class performance. So the teacher makes the initial recommendation, and then ultimately it's up to the student and the parent to make that final choice.
I like a balance of both because I like art and English for honors, but I'm not so good at math and science. I'm more of an honor class. I'm taking about 4 honors classes this year.
Now you know just a little more about people's feelings during scheduling.
Thanks, Nolan. Now we can be a little less worried about scheduling around the end of the year.
Hey, Carolyn, I heard that the trivia is about animals.
So?
You must be lying to say you don't want to play. If you want to distract a teacher during class, just talking about their pets. Let's hear from Caitlin now to learn more info on teachers' pets.
I have 2 cats, felines to be scientific.
Currently, we have a dog and a cat.
I have 1 cat.
I have 2 dogs and 5 chickens.
So Rocky and Apollo just turned 5 in April, and I got them when they were, I think, 6 or 7 weeks.
We've had the dog now about 8 years, and the cat's about 14 years old.
We've had her about 5 years now.
Well, Maddie is 7 and Bodie is a year and a half.
Possibly half dog, because on occasion, they both act like dogs sometimes.
That my kids won't walk them.
Apollo basically forehead bumps me, headbutts me in the morning on the weekend at 6 o'clock because that's when he expects to get fed.
She likes to wake me up early in the morning on a weekend because she likes to be fed on a schedule.
Pet hair. I hate their pet hair.
They were kind of doing this like stand on their hind legs and slap each other with their paws kind of thing. And I was like, oh, look, they're boxing. And then I said, we should call them Rocky and Apollo. We named our cats after we owned them for a little bit to see if their names would fit their personalities, which is important because that's what we should do with our human children as well.
I'm happy. My kids would want more. My 10-year-old wants a rabbit. So that's to be determined, but she wrote a persuasive essay on getting a rabbit. So it was pretty persuading, so we'll see.
I have 2 cats, and those are the only 2 pets that I have, and I'm keeping it that way because there's enough fur in the house already.
We might be getting a kitten soon. We're on the lookout for a little company for her, so maybe adding one more.
We contemplate getting a third. We had a third. He passed away a couple months ago, but I think we're happy with the 2 dogs we have now.
Thanks, Caitlin. Next time I have Miss Daly, I'll be sure to ask her about her cat, Leela.
Many students are questioning what the balcony is used for here. Here's Matt Dombrowski for more.
The balcony is an interesting development in the new school. The question still remains, who came up with the idea of the balcony?
The architects, when they drew it, they threw it in, and it was a go from there.
I don't know. I wasn't on the building committee, so I'm not quite sure, but I believe it was part of the architectural drawing.
There are many thoughts as to what the balcony is used for.
Well, the balcony was part of the design when they built this building. It was supposed to be like a fun feature. Primarily, it's to film games. One of the things we thought we'd do is stick the prom king and queen up there and give the little wave, but that was kind of a joke, an in-house prom joke.
It helps benefit us because when we're doing multi-camera shoots, it gives us like an extra angle.
The balcony was just part of the project and building, and I thought it'd be a great place for students in Mr. Cray's class to be able to video, some of the stuff that's going on in the gym. We're also really trying to think of ways that we can maybe use it with a fundraising type of thing, like to have like VIP seats.
Many people have different thoughts on who uses the balcony.
I don't know if anybody uses it. I know Dr. Oakley stood up there during the prom and filmed some stuff and sent it out, tweeted it out, and got like 100,000 hits on it. So I think they might film games from up there. I'm not real sure. So I'm really not sure.
Pretty much right now, just teachers, admin, if they're out there to watch a game, Mr. Cray and his students when they're filming.
Mainly the TV Pro people and Mr. Cray and like his workers.
With some background provided, here are some people's opinions on the balcony.
It really is just kind of an add-on. I think it's kind of funny that we're even talking about the stupid balcony. You're talking about the gym balcony, not the one in the auditorium, right? The auditorium one has a function. It can be 2 classrooms because you can pull a separator down. But the gym balcony is just, a little fun something. No real purpose.
It's really great. If you've been up there, you really do get a great view of the gym. It's pretty cool to be up above everything. So I think it looks kind of nice from down below too. So I think it's a great design.
I think it's cool, but I think it's also kind of pointless because most of the time we don't use the shots.
Now that we have more insight into the whole concept of the balcony, we have a better idea of what it is actually used for.
Thanks, Matt, for a different perspective of the balcony.
Summer 2017 is approaching right around the corner. It seems like everyone is excited for school to be over and to enjoy the weather. Here's more about it.
Summer's approaching in just a few weeks. That means school's almost over. We asked students and teachers if they're excited about summer. Here's their thoughts on it.
Yeah, summer is the best, man.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm definitely looking forward to this upcoming summer.
No. Yes, definitely.
We asked students and teachers what an average summer day is like for them.
An average summer day pretty much consists of waking up, going outside, reading a little bit, then having a friend over and we go in my pool, and then the rest of the day just kind of goes from there.
I don't know, wake up, eat, ride my dare bike.
On an average summer day, I like to sleep in, have a late breakfast, maybe go play basketball outside or play with friends.
Average summer day, play a little music, play with my kids, enjoy some sun.
Hang out with friends and go outside.
Yeah, I'm going to Cape Cod with my friends.
A lot of people will be hanging out with their friends in their free time this summer. We asked students and teachers about taking any upcoming vacations this summer.
My husband and I we stay in Martha's Vineyard every 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to Cape Cod with my friends.
I plan to go to Florida, I guess.
Yes. To Cape Cod. Yeah, I'm going to Ohio to Cedar Point.
I don't know, a lot of relaxing. I like going to the beach.
I'm going to go camping, and I'm probably going to spend a lot of time with my family because I don't get to see them much. It seems like a lot of people will be outside for most of the summer enjoying the weather. Now you know how the students and teachers are feeling about this upcoming summer. We hope it's a good one.
Now we know everyone's plans for the upcoming summer. We hope everyone has a great summer this year.
That's all for this episode and last episode of Wildcat News. We won't see you next time.